I'm checking something, making sure that I am live. You say I'm live. Let me see. Good. It's been a while since I've been on Facebook, and they changed things, and I'm trying to see if they are that you're able to do a comment. Uh, okay. Let me see it again. Okay. I'm going to go with it, what I got before me. Let me close this out and check something else, and we will begin. Okay. Now, I hope I'm able to see the comment that I picked the right one. So, if I'm not able to see the comment or who log in, that's fine. Let me see. I don't want to be talking and not it's up. Okay, it works. Now, it's been a while since I broadcast or Facebook Live. I used to do pop-ups once in a while, but I thought about doing another one. I will consider this to be my episode 1. I put this message together, and I think I have maybe more than 10 to break it down to maybe 2 or 3 more episodes consisting of 10. This may be the longest one of them all, but I decided to go at it. As you can tell, the title is Cosmetic Behavior. And the way that came about, I was talking to a friend of mine, and we were talking about something. I don't know how cosmetic came up. And I asked her, I said, I would like to use that phrase, cosmetic. And she said, sure. So I thought about it, and you all know me. I'm always thinking out of the box, and when something hit me, you know, like an interesting title or something, I would just run with it and go with it. So the title is Cosmetic, and you say, Anthony, what can you tell me about cosmetic? You are a guy. I know about cosmetics. I'm a female. I wear it all the time. So what are you going to share that I don't know? I did a research into typing my subject, cosmetic behavior, in. Did a lot of search, try to find to see if it has been discussed. And I got like domestic behavior, the domestic relationships, some things like that of sort. And then say a domestic relationship is when you living with somebody. So I said, okay, I can relate to that. I did that before. But I look at my message as coming from the future into the present, into the past, showing you. Like I said, it's not a put down. I'm not coming from the angle of women and men shouldn't wear makeup and all this kind of mess. So when I did put out the part of the title, you probably say, oh, he's going to be talking about makeup. But no, I'm going to use makeup to show you where I'm coming from, what angle I'm coming from. And hopefully you can get what I'm going to be saying. And I'm trying to look and make sure I am live. And Okay. Okay. Now, so I decided to do this broadcast to introduce to you a new concept of what I have. We look at most. So those of you who follow my videos know that I say 99% of my videos is about, is always live. Very few are recorded. I just feel comfortable. Sometimes I have notes. I stay with the notes, and sometimes I don't. But this particular message I consider very deep because it touches you and I. No one can escape from this particular subject that I'm bringing forth. No one. It's not a black or white thing. Again, I'll say a disclaimer. Get it out your mind. I'm not coming from a position as a woman or a man should not wear makeup. It's not godly, ungodly. That is where I'm not coming from that position or viewpoint. So you can relax. You can sigh and say, okay, I understand what you are. I can grab to what you got. So let me look at my notes. As I mentioned, I was looking for the subject to see if I found it said domestic relationship is between two persons who live or have any time they live together and they share a household. Then I thought about my topic of domestic cosmetics relationships or cosmetic behavior. I dissected, cut it up into various pieces using the words cosmetic in various forms. And I began to realize that I too have been in a cosmetic relationship, or my thinking can be cosmetically like, but I want you to hear. So that the definition of cosmetics is to wear something, to put something on your face that's intended to improve your appearance. Women and men, they do put makeup on their face to improve their appearance. Powder, lotion, lipstick, a cream. You could say decorating the human body to look good. And I did the meaning of the word. In the Greek it said to arrange, to change, superficial, and beautifying. I said, that's true when it comes to makeup. But where I'm coming from when I said cosmetic behavior, it's almost like when we watch the social media, different social media website, we see females and males with makeup on. They look good. And have you ever wondered how they look without the makeup? I got some pictures I'm going to show you of before and after. You can do some homework and look into it, and you see what a person looked like before they put on makeup. It's not the real person. You say, what do you mean not the real person? They don't look like that without their makeup. I've heard that some women will not let a man see them without makeup on. They have become attached to it. So we know that's all out there. But I'm coming from a new direction. Our behaviors, the thoughts that we think, you and I think thoughts. Our thoughts can typify a form of a makeup. Our thoughts, we think a certain thoughts. Anger, pride, jealousy, separate from your husband or wife, think about having an affair or a relationship, or refusing to forgive, or whatever you think, thinking now. When we think a thought, that is our makeup. How is that, Anthony? When you think a thought, you begin to wear that behavior in your body, within you, and you walking around. For example, You angry at somebody, that's a form of a makeup, cosmetic. You put it on, you wear it, mentally speaking, and then you start walking around angry at the person. So every thought we think, good or bad, can be a form of a cosmetic where we want to change ourselves for whatever reason, or we refuse to change ourselves for whatever reason, whether it's good intention or bad intention. We all, right now, in the sound of my voice, we behave in the form of wearing a cosmetic. You don't have to physically wear cosmetics to change your appearance. You change your appearance with the truth on understanding that you are you and no one else is you. Yes, you can look nice in makeup, but when the makeup become a problem that you don't want to take it off, or you have become attached to it because it makes you look good, and you don't like how you look, then that is a problem. You may say, that's not a problem for me, Anthony. It may be a problem for you, but it makes me feel good. Okay, if you take it off, or when you take it off, how do you feel? Good or kind of odd? Can someone recognize you when you take the makeup off? Now, when it get back to our behavior, if you one of these individuals that's always angry all the time, you wearing a cosmetic type behavior. And people know you to be unforgiving, resentful, have a lot of hate, or whatever you have displayed to them. You actually have created a mascara or makeup behavior, cosmetically walking around. You may have physical makeup on and you're walking around in the street, but you're showing two sides of you. You're showing the pretty side of you with the cosmetics, and then the other side of you is the behavior type cosmetic form that we take. So cosmetics, when it comes to women, yes, they put it on, and some men do it too, for whatever reason. Again, it's not about Anthony saying that you should not wear makeup and whatever. I'm not coming from that direction. I'm coming from a new, deep insight to show you that you and I, we put on a makeup. We wear some form of makeup or cosmetic to change our appearance, to change our behavior. When we love someone, we have a makeup. It's a cosmetic of love. We show that person an extension of our love, our beauty for them. If anger or hate or pride or resentment or jealousy or whatever you're thinking right now, when you accept that thought, it's a makeup. It's like you putting on your physical makeup on your face or eyelashes, whatever. But when we think a thought that is good or bad, we accept it, and then we become and start acting like that behavior. So you could say that we're two-faced or two-faced, two-head, walking around showing our physical makeup in our appearance. And I was remembering that in back in the day, before the world had got to technology, I used to go to nightclubs. And back then, some nightclub will have the fog, the ice where they show you the cold air, and they create an atmosphere where everything is dark, the globe is going around and all the decorative light, and you're looking at the men and women, and you say, wow, that man look good, or that woman look good, in the nightclub lights. And you talk to them, and they look good behind the fog and the night light and the discotheque ball and the mirror, and you just flabbergasted on how they look. They're showing you themselves, physically showing the outside appearance of themselves. Then, for example, you decide to take he or she home at night. You still got that image of them at night. You go home and you engage in a sexual relationship at night, and you wake up in the bed in the daytime, and you look to the left, and you wonder, who do you bring home? Because the person that he or she you brought home and have in sexual relationship is not that person that you saw in the nightlight. And it can happen. And so you think about it. There are people today wear makeup, wear masks, wear something to change their face to give you the appearance that they look a certain way. But I'm coming from a behavior. when we behave a certain way, it can be a form of a cosmetic because the cosmetic is to change one appearance. Cosmetic behavior is changing your behavior from that you should change your behavior from good to bad and let people hear what you have to say or let people see the real you. And I said, wow, I can remember my past where I met someone in the nightclub and they looked good back in the day when I didn't know what I know today and I wasn't material where I'm at today and I engaged in sexual relationship back then. And then you look at the woman in the morning and say, wait a minute, they don't look the same because in my mind that night, that makeup deceived me, but our behavior was a form of a cosmetic behavior because we were showing another form of makeup. We were showing our real self. And if you kind of really think about it, the two are inseparable because even if you don't wear physical makeup, some women don't wear makeup at all. That's fine. Some women do. That's still fine. But what I want you to get is that our behavior can be a form of a cosmetic change, a cosmetic relationship, a cosmetic behavior. And a lot of us have been in cosmetic relationships where we tend to put on an act, put on a behavior, put on a smile, put on a behavior that we like the person, but deep down we have a hidden agenda to get, to take, to steal, to get whatever from them and go, they call it, I'm a player. Or a woman may say, I'm an independent woman. I don't need a man for nothing. You know what I mean by that. I get what I want. She's putting on a cosmetic-like behavior to get what she wants. So she put on a thought of, I'm going to look sexy with my makeup and my dress. And she goes out into the public world and she's showing her cosmetic behavior to that man or he show it to that woman with the intention of trying to get something from that person without letting them know their true behavior. You can say they're being superficial, which I'll get in the next episode. They're being superficial. They're pretending to be. It's like you ever been in a relationship and you are says to you, you're not the same man or same woman when I first met you. You did all these things to get me, but now you don't do them anymore. Cosmetic behavior. The person put on a certain behavior to deceive you, to distract you, to make you think that they are this particular person, and then they capture you with their physical appearance. They capture you with the behavior, cosmetic-like thoughts, because it's a thought, and they act it out, and depending on that thought, they do what? They capture you, and then you say, you are not the same person. Why? Because now you're in a cosmetic, behavioral type relationship. So women and men, the next time you go to a store or a beauty shop or a beauty salon, and you pick out something off the shelf to put on your face, nothing wrong with that, but it does mean something to the eyes of the beholder. So what I did, I went to the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to pick some props, because I like to use props that people can see and watch and relate to. And lo and behold, I found some interesting things, and now put them up here, and I said, is I'm going to talk about them? I don't know. And as I look at it, I said, I can see where these things can typify a behavior. Physically speaking, we know that this right here is mascara. A woman takes it out of the tube and do her little eyelash and to make it dark. So when I was looking at this, I wrote down, she's black. You can't really see. Lack of understanding. I'm not going to reveal too much about myself. I'm keep he or she guessing about where I'm coming from. I have a dark side about myself. So when I saw this black mascara, I said, mascara. You change your appearance, you change your eyelash, and they got some you change your eyebrow, and you have that dark look. Some women will have that dark, sinister look. Halloweenish type. Do we not, men and women, show that behavior to our friends, to our family members, and especially when we are angry with someone? We show that behavior to that person, and guess what? That is a cosmetic-like behavior relationship with that particular person. As I continued, then I found this pink lipstick that a woman can put on. I said, wow, that look kind of sexy. So when a man is watch a woman and she has these nice pink red lips or pink lips, wow, I wonder how those lips taste if I kiss them. She has a physical appearance by putting on the lipstick, but the lipstick sends a message that she may not intend to the man, and he looking at it, wow, I like those lips. I want to kiss them. Cosmetic behavior is created in that man, and he thinking, how can I get to kiss those lips? How can I kiss those lips tonight or whenever? Cosmetic relationships behavior. He began to think, what can I do to make her want me? So he think of a thought in the form of thinking in a cosmetic to change your appearance. So he think of a cosmetic thought to change your appearance of him, and maybe you may just kiss his lips. At the nightclub, in the bed, engaging in sex, or whenever you all meet. And then I saw this little box. It say date night. I said, that's funny. Date night. How many times, I can speak for myself, you go out on a date for the first time, you dress yourself up a certain way, you cosmetically change your behavior, your appearance. You normally don't dress up to impress this guy or girl. You dress up. So cosmetic simply means not the cosmetic that's in the store. I'm coming from the new insight that was given to me. You're coming from a cosmetic way of thinking, whether it's bad or good, to accomplish something from that person or to get something. So in my life, it's a date night. You go out on a date one time or multiple times, and you dress yourself up in physical clothing. But guess what? You also dress yourself up with the thoughts. How can I get in bed with them? How can I get another date? How can I get them to date me? How can I convince them I'm the one for them? You take on cosmetic-like thoughts, you accept them, you begin to wear them and carry them in your mind, and when you meet that person, you simply throw it out there. I had a nice date with you, John. I had a nice date with you, Susie. Can we get together again? You say, well, sure, I really like how you treated me. So on that date night, we convince the person, he or she, to come back another night, whenever it may be, because we have changed their cosmetic-like thoughts. It's not about the clothes. It's not about the makeup. It's a new insight I'm giving you tonight. Then I saw, this pack say, be mine. I said, this mess was meant to be taught tonight. Be mine. I know me. When back in the day, when I met a young lady, I want her to be mine. I'm quite sure you females saw a guy that you want him to be yours. He may have been a high school football player. He may have been a jock. He may have played good sports. He may be academically smart. He may have good looks. He may have a car. His family may have money. And your intention that he's going to be mine. So you dress yourself up physically, women with makeup and a dress. Men will dress up and not so much makeup or whatever. With the intention, they come to that person with a cosmetic thinking, a cosmetic way to change that person, to get that person to be theirs. Say, I want to be mine. Be mine, they're saying. So when a woman is blinking her eye, she has the lashes like, why are you looking at me like that? And she blinks her eyes and stuff, and he feels good that she blinking eyes at him, and he get the picture that she want me. She gonna be mine tonight or whenever. A cosmetic behavior. Remember, a cosmetic behavior. not the physical appearance. Yes, women put on makeup for whatever reason, but I'm coming with a new insight to a cosmetic behavioral relationship with someone, or even a cosmetic relationship within yourself. I don't need a husband. I don't need a boyfriend. I'm me, and no one's going to change me. I change myself when I want to change myself based on my needs. Cosmetic behavior relationship with self, and reach out to get something in return. You put on an appearance. You say, I'm going to put on a negative thought, a thought of independency, a thought of whatever. You put on that thought in your mind, and you go out there and someone say, you acting stink today, or you have a bad behavior I don't even like. Cosmetic relationship behavior with your friend or with yourself. Then I saw the nails, and it's just 100 pieces. And I said, that's interesting. 100 pieces. We think more than 100 thoughts all the time. A woman will go to the store, a beauty parlor, and depending on the thought that she think, she have her nails painted that thought. The thought that she thought was put on her fingers a certain design. And I thought about it. I said the nails, I wrote in pen, let me see what I put. It's a person behavior, pretending to be something that you're not. Artificial nails. When you put on artificial nails, nothing wrong with that. There again, I'm not saying you shouldn't, but how many of us, I'm thinking, how many times I can recall putting on an artificial behavior with the purpose of getting something easy, convincing other person that I'm this person or that person, showing an artificial behavior to get something. Artificially putting on a nail-like behavior. And I have we polish them based on our thoughts. Depending on the polish on our nails, we put on a thought in our mind, and it doesn't seem to work right. So we polish that thought, that polished type thought of a nail, and we say, I need to put something more on it to make it strong, to really convince that person I'm for them. So we have an artificial behavior polished up to try to convince the person that we something that we are not. Sometimes the nails, if it come to two women fighting, they do what? They scratch each other. So I'm going to scratch your eyes out. Or they try to claw the woman's face with their fingernails. That's a physical behavior. Artificially fighting, you had to think the thought to fight the woman or the man. Then that cosmetic behavior, you change from being what you are. You change from the appearance that you gave the person because you're showing them an artificial behavior. Then they make you mad and they push your button and you come out of your suit and that artificial behavior doesn't work anymore, and they begin to see the real you, and you begin to scratch the person's face up with your nails. And not lastly, but I saw this. It's a 12 color. And I thought about it. I said, 12 color of eye shades. 12 colors. In our life, speaking of me, for example, how many times we walk up to people, our children, our family members, or whomever, and we put on we're not putting on the eyeshadow, but we put on a shadow, a certain thought. We pretend we love them, but we hate them. We can't stand them. So this different shades of eye color that we put on your eye, spiritually speaking, we do that all the time. You meet a man or a woman, you put on, you accept, and you choose a certain thought. You might be loud and boastful. You may be a stubborn person. So the stubborn, I'll say the dark color. So you don't want the person to see that you're stubborn. You don't want the person to see that you're independent. You don't want the person to see that you something you're not. So you decide to pick a certain color of a behavior and act it out. and that's not really you. And that's why the woman or man may say, you're not the person I met, because you have went from one shade of behavior to get them to like you into another shade of getting to like you. It's like a man dating a woman, and he appears to love that woman. She accepts his word for it, and then he hits her and he slaps her. That is a shade. Oh, you made me do it. No, she didn't make you do it. It was already there. You was hiding it. So that is another shade, a shadow that he or she have. So that's why I say we all have some form of behavior experience cosmetically, a cosmetic-like behavior. There again, I say, if you join late, I'm not coming from a position as a woman should not wear makeup. That's not where I'm coming from. I'm coming from this insight that I got, that more to what I'm sharing tonight, to show you that in the world of cosmetics, you can go to any store and buy and put it on your face or your hair or your fingernails, and nothing wrong with that. But then again, when people have it said, your makeup is messy, you've been crying or something, or your makeup don't look right. They're saying that because your physical makeup doesn't look right. But what is a messy behavior? Cosmetic behavior, a messy cosmetic behavior. You showing someone your nastiness. You showing someone that you're not the person you say you are. Cosmetics, artificial, superficial behavior with intent to get something. So you pretend. It's not about the physical makeup. I'm keep stressing that. It's about the thoughts that we think is a form of a cosmetic. There are 26 letters in the alphabet. And out of those 26 letters, every letter have multiple meanings. Apple, appearance, a door, lock. It's not one word for each letter. Every letter has multiple meanings to that letter. And I was thinking to think, and I came across, I did some pictures. And you ever watched the movie with Tom Cruise? I think it's Tom Cruise playing Mission Impossible. I think it's Tom Cruise. And they show characters on there, and you watching the movie, and all of a sudden they go into another scene, and they rip off the rubber mask, and you actually see that what you've been watching is not the real person. They actually have mess. I remember watching this white individual was wearing a black rubber mask on his face, and it appeared to be real. And he's going around rob banks, and people give a description saying this is the person, and then they go out and arrest someone that resembles the person wearing the mask. So there are a lot of rubber masks out there that people put on to change their appearance. There again, we can put on a thought that will cause us to behave in a certain way, not per se in the physical makeup, but our thoughts is our cosmetics. Our thought, you say, oh, I can't stand him. I'm going to give him my peace of mind. You just put on a cosmetic, nasty-like behavior that your intention is to cause trouble for that person. So I did a search, and it's in a man's world, entire transformation process. Emily, a professional pool player, transformed herself into a man, is Alex, and she had the help of award-winning makeup artist. And I just took the beginning picture. This is what she looked like with the skull cap on. Her intention that she wants to look like a man. And this is the final product of what she looked like after the makeup artist finished with her. I'm gonna go on. Then this guy wanted to look like a woman, so he did a transformation with a rubber face. So this is him pulling the face, and the final picture is down where he got the curls. They're not curls. Then I have another one. Let me see if that's the one. These pictures show you that what if you met someone tonight or tomorrow? How can you tell if that person who they say they are? What if that man, it's a TV show called Catfish, where people are male or female and they send pictures out giving themselves look like somebody else. Cosmetic, behavior, seeking to have a relationship with someone they met on the internet. So they send out pictures by stealing somebody's picture, changing their appearance, deceiving the person, giving themselves a makeup that they're not that person. And then the person fall in love with them, think they met the right person, and then they discover that the person that they fall in love with or like was really a guy dressed up like a man, or vice versa. We must be careful when we meet people out there in the world. You can say no one. You might see it in politicians. You might see it on CGI movies. We see it in movies. We see it in real life that there are individuals wearing rubber masks. They look like somebody, but they are not. And only when you stand there, you're talking to them, and you meet a man in a nightclub. He may be a man, but he's actually a woman. Google it. You meet a woman who appears to be a woman, but it's a man, or vice versa. So there are a lot of people out there, according to their thinking, are behaving in such a way as cosmetic relationships behavior. But I'm going with the cosmetic behavior. So we all are changing. So I close by saying, if you like what you heard, share it with your friends. I will upload this to my YouTube channel. I'm thinking about, do I want to do the other 9 episodes on Facebook? Because when I do them on Facebook, I have to download them, transfer them to YouTube, and I always felt that was time consuming. I don't know. I'm going to be back next Saturday with another episode, and if I decide to go before then, but mostly going to be Saturday at 9, God willing. But what did I want you to take away from this? That when you go to a store, or when you see your wife or girlfriend or children wearing makeup, nothing wrong with it. But I'm coming at you to begin to look at you, man and woman, that you, from time to time, even in the sound of my voice, from the time you listen to this message, you may say, I have been behaving in a cosmetically type manner. I didn't put on no makeup, but I am behaving in that way because I accepted that thought. Just like all these little props that I pick out from the dollar store. Each one of these could represent a thought. So you're being bombarded with a lot of thoughts in your mind. It's like a makeup. Why, Anthony? Because it's to cause you to change your behavior. It's to cause the person to change their behavior with the intention, hope that you get what you want from them. And I thought about it, I said, wow. And then when I did my research, I didn't see any topic. I saw a lot of topics about cosmetics. And it talked about what I showed you. I saw a lot of topics about domestic relationship. But I did not find in the search that I did it in, I didn't find anything talking about a cosmetic relationship, or you can throw in cosmetic behavior. But I'm going to go with both because we want to be in a relationship with somebody. We want to be involved with somebody. So we put on a cosmetic behavior type to have a relationship. There again, I close by saying, it's not about wearing a physical makeup. It is about your behavior and the thought that you think is your makeup, and you put it on. You get some word that your boyfriend or husband is cheating on you. I fixed them. I'm going to show them that two can play the game. So you say, I'm going to get my makeup of revenge. I'm going to get my makeup of following them. I'm going to get my makeup of reading their text, getting their phone. And when you do those things, among other things, that has become your cosmetics. You take it on and then you wear it outward with your intention to cause problems for you or the other person. So if you like what you heard, I ask you to share it with people. Let them to hear this new concept. And if you are truthful with yourself, give yourself and say, you know what? Comment. You are in a cosmetic behavior relationship. You have been behaving in a cosmetically manner with self and others, and it's not good. You showing a messy behavior, like wearing messy makeup. You show your messy behavior to someone that causes them to say you're not the same person you once was. So we all, that's why I say it's not a black or white thing or male or female thing. We all, no one can escape this particular message. I look at it as my baby. It's new. It's not out there yet. It has not been discussed. Yeah, cosmetic been talked about. Domestic relationship has been talked about, but not in the way I'm presenting with you tonight. That you can recognize that you don't have to wear the physical makeup to not wear makeup. Because cosmetic is when you put it on physically, you changing your appearance. So all those women out there and men that's on social media and they look so beautiful, that's fine. But what do they look like without the makeup? I've seen images of movie stars or actors or celebrities, what they look like before they put on the makeup. Like, this is not the same person. I saw a YouTuber, YouTube University, where they actually show people looking a certain way and they do a transformation and they don't look like the person like they looked prior to putting the makeup on. Nothing wrong with that. But what I'm coming at you with is our behavior is a form of a transformation, behavior, makeup like. Share this with your friends. Love it, subscribe it, and I will give a plug out to my friend who I never met. Someone introduced me to her. They sent her one of my YouTube channels. She got to looking at my YouTube channel. She liked the message I heard, and she asked to interview me, which was done yesterday. It's on my Facebook page, and I did put it on my YouTube page also. Her name is Yana Lu, Yanayanalu. Yana Lu. You go on YouTube and look at the interesting videos that she have done, and I really was impressed with her material, and she saw something in me. I never met her. Maybe God willing one day I would meet her, but it's good to know that the contents that I put out there does have an impact on someone, even though I don't know it or know them. And this is one moment. So go out and look at her videos, subscribe and share. She has some interesting messages on there. She's straight from the heart. She's about bringing people to her YouTube channel, bringing people that has a message, a positive message that can benefit someone. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with saying, well, I went through this, but then how did you overcome? What do you want people to get out of your struggle? No woe is me moment. Positive. We all can think about bad stories. So give her a shout out. Go look at her videos and subscribe to her channel, and then share it with other people. Pass the message on, because we live in a society, we live in a world where we need positive people out there. We don't need no drama and, the bad stuff out there, the juicy stuff out there. I could put on, and she could put on shows where get people to come about drama and this kind of stuff, but it's not. It's about positive message for people. And not everybody gonna like it, because when you speak the truth, they think you're judging and giving them a hard time. And no, you speaking the truth. So if you like what you heard, comment. And if you have something you want me to discuss, just put in the comment section. And if I like it, I will comment on it. I'm in the process of getting something set up where I can do more like a Zoom type thing, where I have a one-on-one interview, or maybe a one-on-two interview, And that's the only thing I don't have in my genre of things. So I'm glad that I was able to sit before you, and I know you may say it's long, but sometimes we want things instant. But I know a plant does not grow overnight. A car, when we go to a destination, is not overnight. We put in time. So put in time to listen to the video. Put in time to share with your friends. Allow them to hear what you heard. And I thank God to give me this. I call it a message from the future into the present. Reveal your past. And when you reveal your past and what you're doing now, then you will need to change if you choose to. So think about it. Are you going to walk away with the same messy like makeup behaviors? Or are you going to seek a new cosmetically changed behavior by accepting the truth? Thank you. God willing, I'll be back next week.